It was a dark forest in Montana, driving the new GMC Canyon AT4X through the woods. Haha. Well, something like that. Hey, it's Tim, Pickup Truck Plus SUV Talk, and in this video, we're doing some pretty interesting off-roading here in Montana. We're on these trails that the mid-size trucks can fit down, full-size not so much. So I'll talk to you about that, show you some cool footage on that. We'll talk to you about what makes the AT4X the truck. We'll compare that with the AT4X AEV edition, the differences there, and we'll do some on-road driving, and we'll talk overall about the vehicles. Yeah, it's gonna be a good time. So I'm gonna keep driving here, and we'll play some video, and we'll talk more about what makes this truck pretty cool. Oh, there's a small bridge ahead. This is really cool. There's like a river going through it. River runs through it? Yeah, there's my Montana reference. We are on the sliders today. They told us we're gonna be using the rock sliders because of the, you notice the trail plus the big rocks. And it's so weird to see a bridge out here in the middle of nowhere.
It's not a bridge to nowhere. It's a bridge in the middle of nowhere.
Exactly, not a bridge to nowhere, a bridge in the middle of nowhere. It's fun to have a drive partner who has a sense of humor.
Snarky co-driver.
Snarky co-driver.
Off camera.
Yep.
Don't quote me.
Yeah, so this is front camera engaged and looking for the rocks, trying to pick a line, and we should be able to have no problems, but I'm gonna hit something here on this trail, I can tell you. It's imminent. We have skid plates, rear differential, this is 33s, and rock sliders. All right, it's gotta be that way, then, yeah.
Some of this is just so tight.
Yeah, you can't, there's no line you can take. We got fallen down trees, so you can't do a lot as far as picking different lines. Jeez.
Those multimatics though.
Yeah, those multimatic DSVs dampeners. I thought we'd hit stuff a lot harder. And these are some pretty gnarly rocks. I mean, this is not like it's baby stuff through here. Yeah, that's just impressive. Okay, let's take a break from the footage right now. I know you're loving it. It's beautiful country up there in Montana. And let's talk about what the difference between AT4X and AT4X AEV edition is. And thankfully, GMC sent me some info. Yes, make this a lot easier in both of our lives. So the Canyon AT4X is out. I have a review on the channel. I drove it. Now, what that does is it's higher and wider than any other trim with a 3-inch factory lift. It's got those multimatic DSV dampers, front and rear E-lockers, which is what I said in the video. I said, hey, rear differential. No, I have front and rear E-lockers and skid plates. You have a heavy-duty AT4X skid plate, large transfer case shield, and rocker protectors or rock rails to tackle the most rugged terrain. And we actually use rock rails. We put a rocks right on it and just glided across because that trail was pretty darn gnarly. Now, the AT4X AEV edition, what that does is incorporates American Expedition Vehicles. What AEV means, it's a well-known off-road upfitter, and they take this truck and they make a couple things. First, they give a 35-inch Goodyear Wrangler tires. There's additional AEV in-bed vertical spare tire mount. So they put the additional tire in the bed. They put the spare behind the window. It makes it a little hard to see, but it's nice to get to, easy to get to. And then it creates better departure angles so the tire's not hanging down. You have the updated front fascia and larger fender flares for the wider track. You have the 4.5-inch factory installed lift. So that's 1.5 inches more than Canyon AT4X, even taller. You have 12.2 inches of ground clearance. Heavy duty AEV stamped steel front and rear bumpers. That's a big deal. They're steel bumpers. Heavy duty recovery points and a winch capable rear bumper, which is kind of cool. You can put a winch back there in the rear bumper and winch people out that way as well. You have the hot stamped boron steel skid plates. These are really impressive. I've seen Dave Harrington talk about these in different videos he's done on his channel. He's the president of AEV. It's really thin material that's really, really strong. And so you have different skid plates throughout the vehicle. You have exclusive AEV beadlock capable Salto wheels, and the AEV branding throughout includes bumpers, embroidered head restraints, all weather floor liners. So the AT4X MSRP is $55,000. Pricing is not out for the AT4X AEV edition because it hasn't gone production either. But looking at the heavy duties, they actually add $9,000 more for AEV package on the heavy duty. So that pricing's out. So I can see this truck being easily over $60,000. And here's your key specs. So approach angle, departure angle, breakover angle, ground clearance, and factory lift. You can see in all cases, the AEV AT4X edition, or AT4X AEV edition, excuse me, is a lot more capable than the AT4X. And it really makes a difference on the trails. You'll see this in the video here in a minute, where I'm going to show you banging over rocks and things. The AT4X, I'd take a different line, and I'd kind of avoid some stuff. And the AEV edition, pedal down. Didn't even worry about it. Just got over the rocks. Not a big deal. So really did make a difference in the off-roading on that different vehicle types with the bigger tires. Big deal there too.
Well, I have a second here. We're sitting here waiting for something to happen behind me. Let's check out the interior of this AT4X. Window controls. The vents have a nice red around them. We have a white interior. It's a little more carried around. This main screen, I can change the screen around and do different things with it, but it's kind of, we're just using the maps. I do have the front cameras, which you'll see I'm referencing. AT4X there, the red badging there, white with stitching, and white with stitching. So, and then we have the shifter, drive modes. We're in train mode right now, so I'm not going to turn it on with a wireless charger. Front rear locker only, auto start stop, lane departure, auxiliary for the bed. That's for the bed plug and all windows down. So that is kind of the interior and a quick look of this GMC Canyon AT4X. We have a plug in there. We have a radio with us behind. That's in the rear seats, the radio. And I have more videos on legroom and more videos overall on this truck, on this channel. So make sure you check those out as well. But cover this truck quite a bit. I just want to show you this interior while I'm sitting here behind the very dirty chase truck that we're following up this climb in Montana. And because this is AT4X, I don't have the bigger tires, a little bit different ground clearance. That's a rock slider there you're hearing. Sliding on the rock slider, going this way, found the spotter. Man, it looks like some sort of like a river with big rocks in it. Best way I can describe it.
Hey, truck's in, and can you please just give a bit more space to the truck in front of you?
Okay, let's see if I get stuck here. Okay, feels pretty good. Feels pretty solid. Oh, keep coming. Go straight.
Yeah, keep coming slow. Straight. Coming. Good. Yep, let's go straight.
Okay.
To your left a little bit.
Silver truck two, the two trucks behind me, silver and red. If you guys could pause once I go up the trail, I want to just show you guys coming up the obstacle.
Jesus.
So I'm going to drive it and then I'll pop out with the camera.
All right.
Just make
My goodness.
far enough forward so we can all get through that obstacle, including the chase truck.
There's a lot of stuff going on there. Oh.
Copy that.
literally have gone like 70 feet in the last hour.
I know. We are doing some slow rock crawling at the moment, but I want to take a second to talk about the AT4X AEV edition. Worked on that one. So on the trail, the additional ground clearance and additional tires, as far as bigger, it's all helpful. It makes this a lot easier of an off-road experience than the AT4X. Nothing against the AT4X. It's just when you step up to the bike or to the AEV edition. Almost said it. When it's up to the AEV edition, you just get the additional ground clearance, the additional skid plates, steel bumpers. You just get more stuff that just gives you more confidence off-roading. And I haven't hit the same rock rails and things in the same spots I did with the AT4X. That's basically the difference on the trail.
Okay, I had a bit of an audio issue with my last video file there, but let's go ahead and wrap this up. So what are your differences? The AT4X versus AT4X AEV edition. Price difference probably going to be 8,000-9,000 in that range, 55,000 to over 60,000. You have the bigger lift, the bigger tires, you have the steel front and rear bumpers, and you have the bronze skid plates, and you have the AEV badging, especially behind the headrest. AT4X, you have 33-inch tires versus 35s. You have still some skid plates. You don't have the steel bumpers, just a little bit different vehicle. So off-roading, if you're doing a lot of rock crawling, a lot of stuff off-roading, or you just want the most badass version of the GMC Canyon, AT4X AEV edition is where it's at. If you want to save a little money, you're not doing the extensive rock crawling like you saw there, you can do the AT4X. One other comment, it's pretty incredible how well both of these trucks do on the pavement. I don't hear any tire whine. They're pretty solid. They don't slide around too much as you get with like bigger tires, bigger lifts. So they're pretty solid vehicles. I would just think about what your needs are and kind of buy for your needs, or go all in. What do you want to do? Like the AEV edition is pretty spectacular. I have a full walk around AT4X. I'll put that video here at the end screen. You can just click on that as well. So for more, again, check the videos over here, website down below as well, pickuptrucktalk.com. As always, thanks for watching. I will see you down the road.